Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
Now that's the new edition way.
I feel like there's another level we can take it to.
What you think, Mike?
2 steps ahead of you, Slick.
What's good, bro?
What you doing, man?
I'm in.
Woman, you don't even know what I'm getting ready to ask you.
Here's the vision. All 3 of us on the same stage every night.
Gonna go crazy.
No barriers, no separation.
It'll be like 9 kings and a queen.
The next level starts now.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
FedEx Forum. This is The Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Hello, good people.
Single on Fish.
Single on Fish from a hotel in Boston.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Welcome to The Odds Couple, everybody. I'm in Boston, where the Grizzlies lost last night to the Celtics.
That's an understatement.
They lost?
Yeah, they lost.
I saw it was close.
No, it wasn't cool.
Then
It
the
wasn't
game
cool
started.
at all. No, yeah. And the Grizzlies will be in Cleveland on Saturday. So instead of going to Cleveland, we decided to stay in Boston.
Okay.
Do you think if we would have pulled, you ever seen the movie Celtic Pride?
Yes.
You know how they kidnapped Damon Wayans? Do you think if we would have kidnapped Jaylen Brown before that game, it would have made a difference?
Wouldn't be able to get a hold of him because the dye on his head makes it hard to get a good grip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. What about Peyton Pritchard? Could have kidnapped him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peyton Pritchard was shooting
what about
25% from 3 going into that game.
Cato would have been good to have too.
Yeah.
He was killing us. Rob's in Boston.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah. Well, they opened on you, and so we were kind of confused. There's Rob. I'm Lang. John Roser, CJ Hurt. We're all here. Hey guys, I need to apologize right off the bat. I probably don't have the normal energy that the person in the host chair has. I know I can't talk as loud as normal because I spent yesterday morning at the oral surgeon, and I had a tooth pulled out of my jaw.
That's cool.
And I chose the one in the very back here on the bottom. No, I've already had those out. The one in front of it. They asked me, they were like, do you want to anesthesia, knock you out, or just give you the shots?
Anesthesia.
Yeah, I should have done that. I was like, no, I'll just take the shot. It'll be fine. Because also if you have the anesthesia, someone has to drive you. And then you know those videos you always see online of the people acting goofy in the car? I didn't want that to be me. So I was like, no, I'll just take the shot. It'll be fine. So I got there. They gave me the shot. Lay there for a while. I couldn't feel anything. And then I saw him reach up on the table and pick up this thing that looked like a pair of pliers. It was they were like chrome. It was shining in that light, that white light. It glistened in the light. And I was like, oh no. And then he reached down in the mouth and clamped on there. And I couldn't, there wasn't pain, but it felt like somebody yanking on your jaw trying to get the tooth out.
Yeah.
Then they couldn't get it out. They had to go get a little handsaw.
Oh.
And
I'd rather be knocked out.
Cut it into pieces.
Knock me out. No.
They cut it into pieces and then yanked the pieces out. And that was how they got it out. So you can't tell because I have a beer, but this side of my mouth is like actually swollen over here.
No, you look fine.
I spent the night basically like spitting up blood. Finally, that slowed down now, and so, but I'm still a little like worse for the wear. So, apologies to all our loyal viewers and to you fellas for not being able to talk as loud.
Oh, man.
FR.
Who had a worse day yesterday, Fish? You or me?
Mine sucked. but
you had a good day today.
Feeling fine today.
Yeah, you had a good day today. You got to see Fenway Park.
I did. I got to go see Fenway Park, which was cool. We did the Fenway Park tour. Eric Hasseltine and I did that. And here's the one thing that was bad about it. It's cool because they tell you when you first walk in, they say, we're going to take you to the wow seats. And the reason why it's wow seats, if you've never been to Fenway Park, as soon as you walk out, you'll say, wow. And they take you through this little tunnel and you walk out and you're in the stadium and it's a spectacular view, except they were putting a football field up. So the field at Fenway Park is lined for a football game.
You said, wow, this looks like a football field instead of Fenway Park.
So like every picture that I took today is with me with Fenway Park behind me in a football field.
Yeah.
So it kind of ruined the pictures, I think, a little bit. We should have gotten a discount.
At least it looks like a football. I mean,
This
at
is
least
gonna.
see
It's
Fenway,
November 22nd when this is going to happen.
The football game?
It is Holy Cross against Georgetown.
He said there was a high school game.
Oh, and a high school game too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know there's a college football game going on.
I think they have a college bowl game there every year. Like in
They
December.
do.
Yeah.
They have the Fenway Bowl.
Yeah.
It's Saturday, December 27th.
And there's also the Pinstripe Bowl, which is at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was cool.
And there's
we went to the
Northwestern is playing. Northwestern's playing somebody at Wrigley Field this week. Michigan
Oh, that's cool.
at Wrigley Field.
Oh, that's at Wrigley this weekend?
You know, Georgia
Yeah,
State plays all their home games in the Braves' old stadium. Turner Field now is the Georgia State football stadium.
Yeah. It was cool. We went to the bleacher bar. There's a bar out in right field, I think it is.
Okay.
Where they have a big gate and they open up the gate and you are basically looking out over the field. And
That's cool.
That's pretty neat. So we had lunch there. So that was cool. And then I was thinking, that's the second stadium tour I've ever done. The first one was the Montreal Forum. I took a tour of the Montreal Forum a long time ago, which was pretty neat. I mean, because Fenway, it was old and, just mythical and all that stuff. And it was that was pretty cool.
What stadium, I'm going to ask all three of you guys this. What stadium in the world do you most want to go see?
Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
I would like to get to Rose Bowl. That's a dream. Like legit would love to get to one of those.
It's funny how all of us we've been in FedEx Forum, we've seen the inside of stadiums, but there's still stadiums that are like kind of magical, like you want to see.
I just started because when I was a kid growing up, Middle Tennessee didn't have a professional team when I was younger, and then the Titans came through. So it wasn't like I grew up with professional sports teams near me, and then been to Nissan Stadium a handful of times, and we just didn't go to live sports like that as a family. We always just watched on TV. So while I've been all of the sports stadiums I've been to the Big House once. That was once as a kid. All of the rest of them I got to as a grown up. So I still haven't been to a whole lot.
Fish, is Fenway top of your list, or what's on the top?
I think it probably was at the top of my list. South Bend for me is always one that I've wanted to go to.
I went there,
and I know
went to
you
a Georgia game. Yeah,
and it seems pretty magical itself. I mean, like the best for me were Wrigley and Fenway and Churchill Downs is like that. Just places you kind of walk into and Madison Square Garden, where I was just a couple nights ago. I still get that feeling walking into that place. So
what about for you, Roser?
Yeah, I mean, Wrigley was number one, and I've been to Wrigley a bunch. Wrigley Field is amazing. Like it is amazing. I think Lambeau would be awesome. Lambeau Field would be really cool because it's just wild that when you think about it, Green Bay, Wisconsin, as big as the NFL is, there's a team in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
And that stadium's in the middle of like a neighborhood. Like you see the videos, there's like houses right next to it and stuff.
I mean, if you want to take it even farther, like you would go, like if you just Does it have to be a stadium, or would you, if you
No.
include golf courses, then Augusta would obviously be on
That's
there.
the one I was thinking of because I got to go to Augusta. 2 years
But
ago.
I mean, there's soccer like Anfield where Liverpool plays would be really cool.
My answer, the one and I've been there, but to me the bucket list one was Old Trafford where Manchester United plays.
Yeah,
I got to go there, and I got to go to the Bernabeu where Real Madrid plays, which is like right in the center of Madrid. But yeah, I think the Masters was it for me, and I won the tickets to the lottery a couple of years ago and got to go to that.
Yeah, I think Cameron Indoor would be really good. Would be another cool one. There's what's the other one? I just had it on my mind that I was thinking. There's another stadium too. Oh, Notre Dame.
Yeah,
Notre Dame Stadium I think would be really cool.
All right, well, let's get to the actual show for this week because we're 10 minutes in. We haven't got to any of this, and we can talk about stadiums because the college football playoff takes place in stadiums all across the country, and we have the latest college football playoff standings, seedings, where things stand in this. We had seen the one a week ago that had Memphis in it. Memphis drops out. South Florida goes in now. Which team, Rob Fisher, do you think this sets up the best for?
Probably. I mean, I guess Ohio State.
That's what I think.
You know, I think they have the best second round matchup of any of them. So I think that could advance them at least until the Final Four before they'd have to take on Alabama, right?
Yeah.
So I think probably Ohio State has the easiest path at this point.
It felt like last year there was a couple teams when you looked at it, you're like, oh wow, like these guys got it pretty easy. I think Penn State last year when you looked at it, you're like, oh, they got to play Boise State and somebody. Like, I don't think this year, if you look at it, there's any team that you're like, oh, they've got an easy run to the. Can you put it back up, Jacob? Like, I know Georgia plays South Florida, but they can score a lot of points. No, Ohio State would play Notre Dame, Oregon, and then Alabama. I mean, maybe Texas A&M out of all those teams.
Although I the only reason I said Ohio State over Texas A&M is because I fear Texas Tech more than any of those four teams.
Okay.
I think they're the best of those four teams, and then probably Oregon, Notre Dame, and then Miami. But Texas Tech would be the one that I would be scared of the most.
You think Texas Tech is better than Oregon?
Yes.
Okay. I respect it.
I don't think Oregon's been impressive.
Yeah, I don't really like. I mean, this speaks to the larger thing in college football, and I was going to say issue, but I don't think it's an issue. I think it's actually a really good thing. But like, I mean, how many of these teams are impressive? Like, dude, look at Ohio State's schedule. They beat Texas to start the year, and since then they have beaten
Texas,
Grambling, Ohio, Washington, Minnesota, Illinois, Wisconsin, Penn State, and Purdue. Who gives a crap?
And Texas isn't that good, as it turns out.
Right.
Or they weren't at
They're
that
fine.
time.
Like, they could be in the playoff.
They got better as the season went along.
Right.
They weren't good then. Yeah, I don't know. Are we okay with South Florida being the at-large team there? Or the team not from the power conference?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. They're going to get waxed.
I don't know, man. Like, the team that I wouldn't want to play if Georgia, because Georgia has to play them the way it's set up now, whoever that team is. I wouldn't want to play North Texas if I was Georgia, because that team to me is the one that like they can outscore anybody.
Georgia would beat North Texas 500-0.
I'm just telling you.
I watched North Texas play, dude. No, no, they're not.
Am I just being nervous because I'm a Georgia
They're not
fan?
beating a team like Georgia. No, no chance in that.
I've seen Georgia,
and South Florida is not going to beat Georgia.
All right.
No.
They have a running quarterback.
There's levels to this.
We can't stop running quarterbacks.
There's levels to this.
All right. Who would we bet in the AFC West? There's some AFC West odds here. Broncos are 8-2. Chargers are 7-3. Chiefs are 5-4. And the Raiders are bad, 2-7. Who would you pick at this moment to win the AFC West if you had to bet it?
Chiefs.
What were they?
Chiefs.
Plus 310?
They were plus one something on there.
155, I think.
Yeah, I would pick Kansas City. Bo Nix sucks. And the Chargers just are too banged up on the offensive line for me to think that they're going to be able to keep Herbert upright, even though I think Herbert has done a really good job this season. But the Broncos, like, their defense is amazing, and I just don't trust Bo Nix, but I will trust the Chiefs. I'll trust Kansas City.
What about you, CJ?
Yeah, it's the Chiefs, the Raiders. You can just ball them up and throw them in the trash can for this season. As it pertains to the rest of them, the Broncos' defense is elite. I just don't think Bo Nix can do enough to not mess it up or to overcome the inevitable mess up. And I feel like the same thing about Justin Herbert, where there's quality around both of those players, but they'll turn the ball over, be it a fumble or be it an interception or an inopportune sack that takes you out of field goal range, out of scoring range, right? Like, they'll make a mistake, and I'm not sure they're good enough to overcome it. Whereas with the Chiefs, as long as they got Patrick Mahomes, that's the best quarterback in football, man.
Yeah.
I have full and complete and total faith in him. And that offense the past couple of weeks looks like it's back being explosive. They got a big-time matchup this weekend. They play the Broncos, if I remember correctly. That's going to be a fun one and an important game for not just the division, but for playoff seeding as well.
Chiefs at Denver, and the Chiefs favor about 3.5. So maybe it should be a little higher.
That's favored by 3.5 on the road at the Broncos.
Yeah, I don't trust Bo Nix either. I'm not sure who does. I don't even know if Sean Payton trusts him.
No, Bo Nix has like the worst quarterback rating in the league. He's not like Bo Nix is not that good.
Yeah,
it's crazy because they have a Super Bowl defense. They absolutely have a defense that is good enough to win the Super Bowl. Nick Bonito was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
And Surtain won it last year. They could have back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year award winners. The last time that happened was 2003 and 2004 when Ray Lewis and Ed Reed did it back-to-back years for the Ravens. Like, their defense is scary good. And they haven't even had Dre Greenlaw, like, all year either.
Yeah.
Like, that guy's been banged up. So, like, man, the Broncos defense is amazing, but dude, I don't know how you trust Bo Nix. The number one running back is J.K. Dobbins. Like, that would have been cool before, like, the multiple ACL surgeries. And I like J.K. Dobbins. And they've got who's
but
the
you
other?
don't like
no RJ is it
ACL
RJ
surgeries.
Harvey too? RJ Harvey. I want to call him PJ Harvey, flagpole sit up, but
that's Harvey Danger.
Harvey Danger, whatever. PJ Harvey, Harvey Danger. It's they're bands from the 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
There's no way you've watched the Broncos play and you say, hey, I trust that team in the playoffs. There's no way you can do that if you've watched Bo Nix play.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Let's talk about a game a little closer to home. Memphis Tigers coming off a loss and have to go on the road to East Carolina this week to play the Pirates. So they're the Pirates, aren't they? East Carolina Pirates? Carolina Pirates 6-3, Memphis 8-2. Carolina's got the 14th offense in FBS, averaging almost 470 yards per game. And they are favored in this game, I think, by 2.5. Do we have numbers on this, Fish, or am I supposed to just talk? All right, what you got?
We got Memphis 10-2-1 against the spread in their last 13, 6-2 against the spread against AAC opponents. They've covered their last 6 as an underdog. How about that? 5 of their last 7, the Tigers have gone over, and 13 of their last 17 against the AAC have gone over as well. Now, East Carolina, they're 1-4 against the spread in Week 12, 8 of 11 as a favorite over. Head-to-head, 5 of the last 7 at ECU have gone over the total as well. I think wrong team's favored here. I'm taking the Tigers, 34-28. Tigers get the win, and the total goes over.
I think I've come up with an algorithm on how to bet Memphis games.
Oh, yeah?
Because the past couple of years, there have been so many games where you think you know what's going to happen, and the total opposite happens. So I think you look at these Memphis games, you ask one question. Is this game important? And for Memphis, is this game important?
No.
Not really. Yeah, not really. They're out of they get lost out of the playoff picture. Can't really get back into it. So the game's not important. So what are they going to do? Of course they're going to cover. So I would actually bet Memphis to win this game. And if you give me 2.5 points, I'll take that too. But I think Memphis is going to win this game at East Carolina. And we'll see if Brendan Lewis is healthy or what his status is. But I still think Memphis has enough to win this game. Are we picking this one or parking or what are we doing?
I'm parking this game. I'm done trying to pick Memphis games. No.
I've scared you off after a whole year.
Well, it's both times I've picked them, they haven't covered. So it's like I'm done with that crap.
Classic Memphis Tigers.
I'm done. And I don't know what they have to play for now.
That's why they'll win. That's why they'll win. You think there's nothing to play for?
Like
they're going to go do
whatever.
it.
Yeah, now
it's
they're
sort of like
win.
the Falcons, like the Atlanta Falcons. Like the
and it's going to be, we're going to look
happens.
back at the end of the year and we're going to go, that effing UAB loss.
Yeah.
Like losing to freaking UAB.
Yeah, that was the bad one.
Yeah.
CJ, what are you thinking?
I'll take Memphis in this one. I think they're the better team. Just run the football, man. Run the football, and if they don't have the mental breakdowns that they had in the first half defensively against Tulane, they'll be fine in this one. Tulane scored a couple of touchdowns in that first half. They only had 3 points in the second half, but they scored a couple of touchdowns in the first half. I think the first touchdown, I think it was the first one, and I know it was the one that put them up when they got 17.
Yeah.
Where it was just mental mistakes by Memphis defense. The one where they got up, where they scored to make it 17 to whatever Memphis had. The guy covering the receiver going deep down the field just tripped and fell over his own 2 feet. The safety, who's supposed to be back, stepped up looking for the run, realized it wasn't a run, and then he just kind of stood in no man's land instead of sprinting back to the back part of the field to try and prevent that from happening. They'll be fine in this one. I like Memphis to win straight up.
All right, there you go. A couple of us, 3 of us are on Memphis. Roser sits this one out.
Yep.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. We're going to pick it or park it. We might have a thick pick in there, too.
That was a thick pick.
You're watching The Odds Couple here on Grind City Media.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
Jeff Dunham. You're the other white meat. How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it. I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. One exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Welcome back to The Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Who's on camera? Oh, it's me. Welcome back to The Odds Couple here on Grind City Media. I'm Lang. He's John. He's CJ. He's Jacob. He's Rob. He's in Boston. Boston Rob. Just hit me. We got Boston Rob with us today. Hey, it's time for the segment of the show that's become just popular all over the country. We get texts, tweets, everything. People asking for it.
All the time.
Yeah, it's time for Pick It or Park It. Pick! There's the sounds. All right, Rob, let's start with this Alabama versus Oklahoma game.
Yeah, Alabama, 6.5-point favorite. The total at 45.5. Alabama's won 17 straight at home. They are 6-1-1 against the spread in their last 8 games, 13-2 against the spread their last 15 at home, including 8-0 against the spread their last 8. 5 of their last 6 have gone under, and 10 of their last 11 against SEC opponents have also gone under. Oklahoma, meanwhile, 4-13 straight up as an underdog, and 9 of their last 12 under. Alabama, they'll cover 24-17. They win it by a touchdown, cover the spread, and the total goes under the 45.5.
Under. I'm going to sit this one out. Let's park it. That's me parking the car. I just don't. I was talking to Drew Hill from the Daily Memphian the other day who went to Alabama before Alabama played LSU last week.
Roll Tide.
And he was like, I just think we're going to lose one of these 2 games. We're just due for one, and it's either going to be LSU or Oklahoma. Remember, I kind of feel like Alabama's going to be motivated because they lost last year in Norman in that game, and so they're not going to take this one lightly. But I kind of feel like Alabama's due at some point here for a stumble. So I don't know. I'm just not comfortable with this one. I think Mateer might be able to run it a little bit. Oklahoma's coming off that game last week, but I think Mateer is maybe back to where he was before. Oh, Oklahoma had the bye week last week.
Yeah.
So maybe he's back to where he was with that hand injury and can play and run it and get the ball down the field. And I don't know. I'm sitting it out. Johnny?
Yeah, I'm going to pick this.
Let's pick it.
We could call this is my Black Eyed Peas game of the week. It's I Got a Feeling.
Okay.
And I'm going to take Oklahoma.
I thought you meant it was making you fart.
I'm going to take Oklahoma with the points. Well, see, it might be that. It might be that. But for now, I got a feeling that Oklahoma is ripe to pull an upset right here. There you go. There's your sound effect. Since Mateer came back from injury, obviously has not looked like himself. 3 picks in the Texas game, only carried it 14 times for 5 yards, so couldn't run. South Carolina, 18-26, 150 yards and a touchdown, 8 carries for 14 yards. The loss to Ole Miss, 17-31, which isn't horrible, 223 and a touchdown, but 13 carries for 17 yards. Against Tennessee 2 weeks ago, 19-29, 159 yards and a pick, not great. 16 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Mateer was back running more confident with his legs. I do think Bama's going to want revenge from last year, but it's a totally different team. I mean, that was built around Jalen Milroe, and they made him a total disaster. But I think there's something. You give Venables an extra week against Kalen DeBoer's offense. I think Venables can come up with something. And Oklahoma is playing for their playoff lives.
Yeah,
if they lose, they are eliminated. This is just a feeling that I think Mateer with the week off also is going to help him even more. I think Oklahoma right for an upset here. Give me the Sooners.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Rob. I'm going to take Alabama laying the 6.5. It would make sense for Mateer to be looking a bit more like himself. If it's a broken hand or whatever, the hand injury, it's supposed to take 6 to 9 weeks. This is right around like 6 or 9 weeks ago. He got the injury. I do believe it was in the Auburn game. So like right around 7 weeks for the hand to heal all the way. I still have questions with him pushing the ball down the field, and I do wonder if somebody slaps that hand, what that's going to do to him. And Alabama's got the type of defense that can get pressure on the quarterback. I'll take Alabama laying the 6.5.
All right.
And they've also been awesome at home under DeBoer. And they cover at home.
I don't think they've lost a game at home under DeBoer, right? He's undefeated at home.
Yeah.
Let's stay in the conference where it just means more of the SEC and get to the Ole Miss Florida game. Fish, what kind of numbers do you have for us on this one?
Well, Ole Miss is 20-1 straight up at home, 5-2 against the spread at home. 5 of their last 7 games have gone under, and 5 of their last 5 at home have gone under the total as well. Florida, meanwhile, 2-6 against the spread. Their last 8, 1-5 against the spread on the road. 10 of their last 13 have gone under. Head-to-head, 5 of the last 7 meetings between Ole Miss and Florida have gone under the total as well. We're taking Ole Miss big. Ole Miss 34, Florida 17. Ole Miss covers, and the total goes under the 53.5.
I'm picking this one too. I was actually talking this week with some people we all know. One is a Florida guy, one's an Ole Miss guy, and we were talking about this game coming up. And he said, the Florida guy said, this is the game for Kiffin. Like Florida's trying to poach Lane Kiffin from Ole Miss.
Yeah.
the Ole Miss people seem to think that he's leaning toward LSU or that he might not go anywhere because his kids just all moved from California to be with him, apparently, in Oxford. So they think he's kind of leaning towards staying home. I just don't think Florida has a shot at this thing. Like they last week came out and I was thinking maybe they'd have a chance against Kentucky. They got blown out by 31 to Kentucky. So I'll take Ole Miss in this one. Even with the 15.5, I'm taking Ole Miss. I feel pretty good about this one too. Because Kiffin's going to run it up if he has a chance to. So it's only 3 scores. I'm taking Ole Miss minus the 15.5. Johnny?
I'm parking this. I have no idea what I'm getting from Florida. I could vary, and this is a big number, and I could vary.
True.
You never, like, Florida could pop up and play how they did against Georgia and keep it close. They could pop up and play how they did against Texas and win. I don't know what I'm getting for Florida. Like, I know Florida has talent. So I know if Florida decides, hey, we want to play this week, they can keep this game within this number.
Yeah, but losing by 30 to Kentucky suggests that they've
lost
checked
4
out
out of the last 5 to Kentucky.
Yeah.
So Kentucky just has their number. So that's why I don't really put that much in the Kentucky game. Like, I don't know. I think I could see Florida showing up for this and I could see it being like 31-24.
Yeah.
Like, I'm staying away.
Florida and Penn State have similar issues as it pertains to betting them, and that's the talent is there. Like they are still really talented on both of those rosters. It's just for whatever reason it didn't work out this year. And do they want to play up, right? Like, are they up for this game? Are they excited for this game? Because I'm with you, John. I'm leaning towards Ole Miss, but I don't feel confident in it. I'm gonna take Ole Miss laying the 15.5, but Florida does have the talent to keep things close with Ole Miss this week.
True. I just don't think they can. All right, let's get to another game in the SEC. My Georgia Bulldogs at home against the Texas Longhorns. I'm going to make some steak for dinner Saturday night, sit down and watch them dogs eat. Fish, what kind of numbers do you have on this game?
Well, look, Georgia's been better against the number here recently. In their last 5, they're 4-1 against the spread. That was after a stretch where they were terrible against the spread. So they have been better here in the last 5 weeks. 34-1 straight up on the home field for the Bulldogs. 7 of their last 9 at home have gone over. Texas 2-9 against the spread in their last 11 games. 1-6 against the spread on the road, and 3-8 against the spread as a dog. I like Georgia, and I like Georgia by double digits. We'll go Dogs. 28-17. They covered the spread, and it goes over the 48.5.
That was a thick pick.
So these two teams played twice last year, if you remember. Once in the regular season at Texas, when the referees tried to cheat Georgia out of the game by changing a pass interference call midway through the game, and then the fans threw crap on the field. And then once in the SEC championship game. Georgia won both of those games. And I feel like Kirby Smart might know something about Sarkisian and the way he wants to run that team. Arch Manning, like we mentioned earlier, was terrible at the start of this year. The last 3 games in a row, he's had at least 300 yards passing and 3 touchdowns in each of them. They look like they figured some stuff out on offense, especially doing a lot of play action, getting him going. But for me, at the end of the day, I'm a believer in Gunnar Stockton in Georgia, and the Georgia offense particularly. They have gotten better and better every single game. They look confident. They can run the ball. They can pass. They can do all sorts of stuff. And I think they can just outscore people now. The defense has been a problem for Georgia this year. They finally got 3 sacks last week in a game. It was the first game all season they had more than 1. So maybe the defense has turned the corner, but I don't think it matters because I think the offense is good enough that they can put up some points against this Texas team. So I'm taking Georgia and laying the 6.5 points. Rosa?
Yeah, I'm going to pick it, but I am not going to take a side. I'm going to go under the 48.5. I expect this to be a defensive game. I don't know how much I believe in the Texas offense. I mean, they put up points against Mississippi State and Vanderbilt, and I don't think anything Vanderbilt has done this year is about their defense. I think it's Diego Pavia is awesome. So putting up 34 against Vandy doesn't impress me. 45 against Mississippi State doesn't impress me. And then before that, they only scored 16 in a win against Kentucky. I expect this to be a defensive game because I think Texas is loaded on defense too. So give me the under 48.5. I think we're looking very similar to that Georgia-Florida game a couple weeks ago. I like Georgia to win the game. I don't know if it's going to be by touchdown, so I like Georgia to win. Maybe Georgia money line with the under, something like that.
That's interesting.
But I have no
I do not trust Texas.
I think this might be one of those things where one team has the other team's number, one coach has the other coach's number. I think Kirby Smart has Sark's number for whatever reason.
The way Saban had Kirby's number.
Yeah, exactly.
Transitive
like that.
property.
Yeah, exactly like that. So I'm going to take Georgia laying the 6.5 in this one.
Let's go to Notre Dame at Pittsburgh. This is where College Game Day is, right? This weekend?
Yeah.
So it's a big game. Notre Dame has won 7 in a row, I believe. Pittsburgh has won their last 5 since they changed quarterbacks. Fish, what do the numbers look like on this one?
Well, Notre Dame's 20-8 against the spread their last 28 games. 15-6 against the spread on the road, and 10 of 14 on the road have gone over the total. Now, Pittsburgh 2-7 straight up their last 9 against Independence. They are 2-5 against the spread in November, and 8 of their last 11 have gone over, including 4 of their last 5 at home. Head-to-head, Notre Dame has covered 5 of the last 7 at Pitt, and Notre Dame is 7-1 straight up against Pitt in the last 8. I like Notre Dame, and I like them to cover by 17, 38-21, Fighting Irish. They cover the spread, and that one goes over the total of 55.5.
I'm picking this one, and I'm going the opposite way. I'm taking Pitt in this one. They have a really good run defense, and that's kind of Notre Dame's strength. They're going to leave it up to CJ Carr, and I don't trust him, especially with the 11.5. That's a lot of points. Pittsburgh's averaging 40 points a game in their last 5 games with that new guy starting at quarterback. They've won all 5 of those games. I'll take Pittsburgh. They're at home, and you're getting a lot of points, so give me Pittsburgh and the 11.5. Roser?
Yeah, give me Pittsburgh plus the 11.5. Game day, this is a big deal there. We saw what happened when game day went to Lubbock, Texas for the first time in forever. Texas Tech ran over BYU. Look, these schools don't get this kind of opportunity very often. They make the most of it when they do. Going to be an extra juiced environment. I think Notre Dame wins the game, but yeah, give me the Panthers plus the 11.5. That's a big number.
I think that number is so large because Notre Dame can run the football. Love, his last 3 games, has rushed for 552 yards
He is so
total,
good.
or 552 total yards from scrimmage. So to your point about Carr laying, he's not going to be asked to do much, and he does have the 8th best success rate in college football right now. With all of that being said, I'm also too nervous to pick Notre Dame in this one, right? But I like that over. I will take Notre Dame and Pittsburgh and the over the 55.5 in this matchup.
Pitt's 3rd in the country against the run. Average 80 yards a game.
It'll be a good matchup. It's going to be fun. And Notre Dame, like, this is one of those, you got to put something meaningful on your resume. They have nothing. The best thing you can say about Notre Dame is, hey, they went to Miami, who's currently 15th or 16th in the nation and only lost by 1. And then the very next week they played Texas A&M, who's 3rd in the nation, and they only lost by 3. Like, that's the best thing you can say about Notre Dame's resume right now. Getting this win over Pitt would be huge for them.
I keep seeing Marcus Freeman's name getting thrown around on Twitter, too.
He ain't going
for NFL jobs now.
NFL, too.
NFL could
For
be
Arkansas.
possible.
I saw him mentioned with Arkansas yesterday.
Yeah, that's what
he ain't leaving Notre Dame.
for
Yeah, he ain't
Arkansas.
leaving Notre Dame for another college job.
No.
Wouldn't he go to Ohio State if they offered it? He played at Ohio
He
State.
might go to Ohio State because he played there, yeah.
All right, let's get to the NFL. The Rams and the Seahawks. We got a good game on tap this week. Fish, what do the numbers tell you about this one?
Well, the Rams are 3.5-point favorite over the Seahawks. They're 10-2 against the spread in their last 12, 5-1 against the number at home in their last 6. 4 of their last 5 at home have gone under. Seattle, meanwhile, 4 of 5 in week 11 have gone under the total. Head-to-head, the Rams have covered 11 of 13 against the Seahawks, 5-1 against the spread at home, and 9 of the last 12 between the two teams have gone under. Liking the Rams here by a touchdown. Rams 27-20, cover the spread and goes under the 48.5.
I actually saw some stats on this on SportsCenter this morning, and I grabbed my phone and wrote them down so I'd be prepared for this game. That this season, both of these teams are 7-2 against the spread, and that the Seahawks lead the NFL in beating the spread by an average of 9 points per game. All that being said, I'm parking this thing, man. I don't have any idea who's going to win. I think it's going to be close one way or the other. I think it might be a 1 or 2 point game, so I'm sitting this one out. Roser?
Yeah, I'm going to pick this, and I'm going to take the Seahawks plus the 3.5. This is from Warren Sharp. Jackson Smith and Jigba. I knew this about the Rams, but I didn't realize this about Njigba. Ranks number 1 in the league with a 39% target share and 53% of his team's air yards. He's played 81% of his snaps on the outside. And the Rams, because this is where they struggle, the 49ers went up and down the field on them last week. They just turned it over twice.
Yeah.
But, you can get the Rams secondary is not great. The Rams have allowed a number 25 ranked 9.5 yards per target on snaps outside the numbers. So you can get them out there, and the Seahawks got weapons. So I think if I'm getting the hook also, I'll take Seattle.
Okay.
I'll take Seattle for everything that Roser just said, but also
I think they can get after Stafford too.
They can get after Stafford, and this is just a divisional rivalry type matchup. And these games always between good teams with things on the line, they're always super close. It'll definitely be a one-score game. And to Roser's point about that hook, if it was 3, I might stay away from it. But with the hook, I'm going to take the Seahawks. This feels like a 3-point game either way.
Okay. Last one in the NFL, the Eagles and the Lions. Eagles are favored by 2.5. Fish, what do you have for us?
Yeah, Eagles 11-4 against the spread in their last 15. They're 8-3 against the number at home. Philadelphia, meanwhile, 5 of their last 7 have gone over, and 5 of their last 7 at home have gone over the total. Detroit, their numbers are really good as well. Detroit 6-2 against the spread their last 8. They're 13-3 against the spread on the road, and 12 of their last 15 against the NFC East have gone over. Now, head-to-head, Detroit has covered 6 of the last 8. The last 9 between these two teams have gone over the total. We'll take the Eagles to win it 24-23, which gives the Lions the cover, and it goes over the 46.5.
Okay. I'll pick this one. And I'll take the Lions. The way they've been playing the last couple of weeks, Dan Campbell calling the play, CJ, one of his football heroes. Dan Campbell took over the play calling. The Lions have started to put up some points. The Eagles have a really good, to me, pass defense. They're a little more susceptible against a run, which the Lions clearly have great running backs. I'll take the Lions in this one. Give me the 2.5 points.
This could be an NFC Championship preview. It is Sunday Night Football. You have the Detroit Lions, obviously, as you mentioned, Dan Campbell now calling plays. That can't bode well for
Why not?
You're already taking the play calling away from your offensive coordinator because your players don't like it, don't like his play calling. But then you have the other side of the Philadelphia Eagles, and you've got A.J. Brown on streams playing Madden talking about how somebody's saying, hey, I've got you in fantasy, A.J., and he's like, drop me or trade me.
Well, in the Madden game, he scored 2 touchdowns. Yeah.
And him saying that the Eagles are an S show, it's just a lot,
He scored 2 touchdowns in the Madden game, and he said, this is the most offense I've had all season.
Yeah, I've never seen a team so dysfunctional that is so good. Like, they're able to win with the dysfunction, almost like they thrive on the dysfunction.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of, the 86 Mets. All
right.
They were just a mess. They were all on drugs and drinking every night, and it was total. You read a book on them. I read Darryl Strawberry's book, and he talks about that. They were on drugs every game, and they were hungover every game, and they would just
didn't matter.
They take more pills to help them play, and it didn't matter. Now I'm not saying the Eagles are doing that, but
it sounds like you are.
I'm saying it's Sunday Night Football. I hate the Eagles. Give me the Lions.
Let's go. All right. Picking out of spite. CJ?
Speaking of which.
Speaking of spite.
The Eagles just got 4. They've got 4 dudes who in one-on-one matchups can just beat you, just flat out on the offensive side of the ball. When you think about what Saquon can do, when you think about what Smith can do, Brown and Jalen Hurts, right? You get them in space, they can beat you one-on-one. I expect the Eagles, Sirianni, to find a way to make that happen. That defense is still really, really good for the Eagles as well. I'll take the Eagles laying the 2.5 in this one.
I watched Sirianni's press conference yesterday, and they all asked him about that A.J. Brown being on stream and saying stuff. And he was like, guys, I'm about done talking about this. And I was like, no, you're not, man. As long as he's on your team. As long as one guy on your team keeps doing this kind of crap, you're going to have to keep talking about it until you get this settled. We have some fish nuggets, right, Fish?
Oh, we do, yeah.
It's a limited menu this week.
That's true.
Yeah. Are you doing these or you're on me too?
I can do them. Hold on. Let me get them.
Serve us some nuggets.
All right. Let's see. All right, we got Texas A&M taking on South Carolina this week. A&M is a 19.5-point favorite. The total at 47.5. A&M 5-2-1 against the spread their last 8 meetings with South Carolina, and 6 of the last 9 meetings have gone under the total.
Huh.
How about that?
Okay.
All right, we got LSU 5.5-point favorite against Arkansas with the total at 55.5. Arkansas 13-5 against the spread the last 18 meetings. Yeah, and 8 of the last 11 have gone under. So Arkansas, the play there. Tennessee, they are a 41.5-point favorite against New Mexico State. Total at 61.5. Tennessee has won 42 of their last 44 against non-Power 4 teams.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty good. And they should win this one. Missouri 7.5 against Mississippi State. Total at 51.5. Mizzou is 23-0 straight up as a favorite. 12-4 against the spread their last 16 as a favorite. Like Missouri this week against Mississippi State. Yeah.
I do too. Unless Mississippi State changes the quarterback, because Shapen ain't cutting it. All right, let's take one more break. We'll come back and give you our picks. And John Roser will have a free pick for you.
Yes.
You're watching the Odds Couple here on Grind City Media.
I will.
Calling all collectors. Topps NBA basketball trading cards are back. It's available in the Grizzlies Den by Fanatics and online at Topps.com. Rip into bold color parallels, electric inserts, relics, and autographed cards from today's biggest stars and the next gen talent. Look out for rookie cards of Cooper Flagg and Dylan Harper, plus Grizzlies favorites John Morant, Jalen Wells, and so many more. You don't want to miss this drop. Grab your set before it's gone.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
We are so excited to be joined in studio now by Memphis Hustle head coach Rob Santacola. How excited are you for this to all get started?
Super excited. It's something that I think I've done for 20 plus years. So excited about that and just helping our group kind of progress, and it's been fun to watch.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Welcome back to the Odds Couple on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Here's Rob Fisher and Lang Whitaker.
Welcome back to the Odds Couple here on Grind City Media. Lang Whitaker alongside John Roser, CJ Hurt, Rob Fisher, and Jacob Stopcotty, and we're going to get you through this show and get you out and ready for the night. And tonight there's a Thursday night football game because it's Thursday night, and this game is pretty bad. The Jets and the Patriots. Patriots are favored by 12.5 points. Do we even need to pick or park this thing, Fish? What do you think?
Of course we do, because it's Thursday night football. Yes. Okay. Patriots, big, 28-10 over the Jets tonight. They're 6-1 against spread their last 7. They might be the best team in the AFC. Might be best team in the AFC. And their record says they're the best team in the AFC. They just, I mean, the Jets. Last week at halftime, Justin Fields was 3 of 5 for 12 yards at the half.
Nice.
Not good. No, so we're going Patriots. Big. I get to watch it tonight with all my Boston friends.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Where's it? It's in New York, or no? It's not in Boston. That'd be a fun game to go to.
Yeah, it's at what is it called?
MetLife.
No, it's in New England.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
It's at Gillette.
Roxborough.
It's at Gillette.
Foxborough,
Massachusetts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should go.
Yeah. So
Tell Zach he need to buy more tickets.
Watching
that's a good idea.
Watching the Jets just sounds. I have no interest in watching this game tonight. Watching the Fish, what would you rather do? Watch the Grizzlies Celtics again from last night, or go watch the Jets play in the cold?
Well, you wouldn't be going to watch the Jets.
I just gotta.
You'd be going to watch the Patriots.
Still, either way, you have to stand in a stadium, sit in a stadium that is cold, and you don't really care.
True.
One of the teams is god awful.
I might go Patriots and Jets because I know the outcome of the Grizzlies game.
True.
At least this one, I don't know. Something magical could happen.
Hey, the Jets last week, they won because they did win last week, right? When they beat the Browns.
Yeah.
They had a punt return and a kickoff return for a touchdown in the same game. First time it ever happened in franchise history. So maybe you could get something else like that. Maybe Justin Fields could throw for 100 yards. There you go. You're not expecting it.
If you go to the NFL game, you can bet it too, which makes it more fun.
Exactly.
It does. They've got don't they have a casino right there too?
Here?
Well, they've got an Encore there.
Yeah, I don't know. I know there's I know you can bet sports here because I have.
Yeah.
But although I'll tell you this, like last night, wanted to bet the UMass football game, couldn't bet the UMass football game.
Oh, they don't allow you to do that though.
No.
That's kind of like in Tennessee how you can't bet like player props in college. You can bet on college games, but they don't do player props.
There's a good college basketball game tonight. Purdue at Alabama, number 2 against number 8.
Yeah.
Which is on ESPN2, I think, tonight. But anyway, that one's interesting. All right. Time for our picks. Last week, the syndicate did okay, but CJ went 5-0 last week.
Hey, 9-1 the past 2 weeks, man.
How about
I'm
this?
on a roll.
CJ!
CJ has turned the corner, 28-27 on the year, and still doesn't have a big dog, I believe.
No.
Not yet. Fish has got 2 big dogs. I've had 2 big dogs. Roser has 1 big dog.
Yeah, that's because my first big dog. Who did I pick for my first big dog? They freaking blew that. Oh, it was Mississippi State against Texas.
Yeah.
That's right. They were up 17 points in the fourth quarter and blew it.
Classic.
Oh, classic Mississippi State.
All right. Well, Fish, you want to take us through your picks for this week?
Yeah, I'm starting with Notre Dame. I'm going with the Irish. I think they're just too good for Pittsburgh, even though game day's there and all that good stuff. I think Notre Dame wins it and wins it easily. I like Arkansas to cover against LSU. I'll take the points there with the Razorbacks. LSU, boy, not good after getting rid of Brian Kelly. And Arkansas, I still think they're a little plucky. They're still fighting. Yeah, they're fighting along. So I'll go with the Razorbacks. I'm taking Georgia Tech minus 16.5 at Boston College. It's a lot of points. 16.5, but I'm giving them Georgia Tech big. They rebound and get a big win. Jacksonville plus 2.5 against the Chargers, and the Ravens minus the 8 at the Browns. How is that not more than 8?
It's a good question.
Browns suck.
Yeah, they do.
It's a good question.
Like they really suck.
Like really suck.
Miles
so
Garrett.
I got 4 road teams this week. That scares me a little.
You did it for the money, Miles Garrett.
All right, I got Louisville minus 2.5 against Clemson. I think Clemson's done. I'm at the point where I've been looking for teams that have like the guys are just out. They're done. I think Clemson's one of those teams. So and Louisville is playing at home and they're only a 2.5 point favorite. Louisville's been really good. I'll take Louisville and give the 2.5. North Texas, like I said earlier, they've been a scoring machine all season long, putting up tons of points. UAB got lucky against Memphis that night and caught a Memphis team that wasn't ready for them, but I think North Texas is going to be ready for them. They're going to win by at least 21 in that game, so I'll take North Texas. Duke's one of those teams. For some reason, I've watched 4 Duke games this year. They're not that good. They're just not that good. They're okay. They're not that good. And so you're giving me 4.5 points with that Virginia team. Now, that Virginia team is really up and down. I get it. But I'm going to take Virginia with the points because I just don't believe in Duke. I'm taking Ole Miss with all these points against Florida. I think they're going to blow them out. Florida got blown out last week by Kentucky. They should have lost by more to Georgia, but Georgia didn't try to score at the end of the game. They just kneeled down, so that score was a little bit misleading. So I'll take Ole Miss with the 15.5. And then BYU, bounce back week against TCU. TCU hasn't really impressed me this year. BYU's been really good until they lost last week. So I'll take BYU to bounce back, and my guy Bear Bachmeier to make it happen, minus the 5.5 points. CJ?
I will start things off. Give me Oregon and Minnesota on the over. I know Oregon has been held under in team totals, both against Wisconsin and Iowa, and Minnesota is basically so. Wisconsin and Iowa. So Wisconsin's diet Iowa and Minnesota's diet Wisconsin, and so that's diet Iowa. If that makes sense, I understand.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, they're all the same damn team. It just depends on how much talent they get.
It's Wisconsin, like a lesser version.
Wisconsin can get talent. Iowa can be okay and coach it up. And Minnesota, sometimes they coach it up, sometimes they don't. They just never get the talent.
Row the boat.
But Oregon against these types of teams has been held under. I think 44.5 though is just way too low of a number. And Oregon might get that on their own, looking to make a bit of a statement. Texas A&M, I got a notebook for you guys. Workplace Slate.
Which one?
Oh, I love it.
Workplace Slate, everybody. In this one, Lenore Sellers, remember how excited we were for that guy once upon a time?
No.
Been sacked on 14% of his dropbacks. That's 132nd in the nation.
Yeah.
He has 3 games, 3 games where he has under 4 yards per pass attempt. 3 of those.
Did either one of y'all watch when they played Oklahoma? Like it was, he would be in the shotgun. They would snap him the ball, and then he would just have to turn around and start running backwards. Like, he had no chance.
There's no. The offensive line is terrible. The playmakers are non-existent. It's just him running around out there, and he's not Cam Newton, right? Like, he's not good enough to carry.
It's like
this
when
team.
Bryce Young 2 years ago on the Panthers would just have to take the snap and run for his life every single game.
So give me Texas A&M. I say all that. Texas A&M laying 18.5. Give them to me. I will take the Bucks plus 5.5 against the Bills. I'm also taking the Chiefs and the Broncos under the 44.5. I think this is going to be a defensive slugfest because, to your point, Roser, that Broncos defense is really, really good. It is. And that Chiefs defense isn't half bad either. And anybody taking the Titans, give them to me. So I'll take the Texans laying the 6.5 against the Titans.
Davis Mills to cover against the Titans. Titans, if Davis Mills covers 6.5 against you when you're coming off a bye week on your home field,
what have you seen from the Titans the past 2 years that tells you that won't be the case?
Very fair point. Indiana, first half, minus 17.5 against Wisconsin. Indiana, minus 29.5 for the game against Wisconsin. Indiana's team total over 36.5 against Wisconsin. I don't give a crap that Wisconsin beat Washington last week. They scored 13 points when they did it. This is what Indiana has done to teams that have similar talent or below their talent. They have scored 55, 56, 38, 63, 73, 56. Right. So they're going to beat the piss out of Wisconsin. Wisconsin sucks.
Right.
Oklahoma plus the 6 against Bama. This is my Black Eyed Peas. I got a feeling. And then I thought I parked this on Pick It or Park It, but I guess I actually sent this in at a pick. So I'm saying we get the good Florida game. And Florida's able to cover this. And it's like 31-20. So that's a cover.
All right. I can go through our big dog picks because I think we just go through them.
Big dog.
I'm taking Arkansas plus 180 against LSU. LSU's using 2 quarterbacks this week. You know what that means? That's right. They don't have 1 quarterback. They're using Nussmeier and Van Buren against Arkansas. Memphis at ECU for Fish plus 120. Roser's got Baylor plus 230. The embattled Baylor team. Have you seen that? There's some the athletic director is in trouble.
Yeah, that's fine. Here's why I'm taking Baylor. This is what I try to do. You try to find home dogs. I try to find the home dog.
All right.
And that's why I want to roll with the home dog. And look.
Home big dogs.
Wait, hold on. Fish. Memphis isn't. What's the spread?
Yeah, I know. That was, I think, isn't it 2.5?
2.5. That's not allowed.
It's 2.5 now?
It's been 2.5. It's
It
been
was
2.5 all
3.5.
week. No, it's 2.5. It's been 2.5 all week.
3.5.
I didn't think 3.5 was allowed.
We're gonna have to make the rule. It's got to be a touchdown.
I thought it was 4.
I thought it was 4.
I did too.
We're gonna have to make a rule. It's got to be a touchdown.
Yeah, that's a little dog. We don't want a little.
Yeah, we don't want a little
we
dog.
We don't want no little dogs.
You got a dog. Yeah, we want big dogs.
That's right.
You got a Chihuahua pick. You got a Chihuahua.
CJ has Virginia Tech at Florida State.
I love it.
Damn
That's
right
a
I
good
do.
one.
Plus
That's a good
380.
pick.
Yeah, that's my Black Eyed Peas pick. I got a feeling.
Yeah.
All right.
Feeling all over myself on that
Yeah.
one.
I got a feeling too. But
might
I
have to take a
ate too
dump.
many black eyed peas. Yeah, you ate too many black eyed peas. All right. It's
a good source of fiber.
Roser, give us a free pick.
Oh, crap.
I got one.
All right.
Over 3.5 field goals made tonight. Over 3.5 field goals.
That's a good one. Yeah.
That
this
is-
Jets Patriots.
That is plus 125.
It
so
might be
plus
all
money.
from the Jets too, because they ain't gonna get the ball down inside there very much.
I got Troy plus 11.5 at ODU. And
All right.
puck pick, Dallas at Montreal over 6. Dallas at Montreal over 6 tonight.
How about that Rangers game last night? They had 5 goals in the first period. Rangers
Yep.
Lightning. Got anything, Roser? It's got nothing.
Yeah,
All right.
I got nothing.
All right, that's fine. We'll see you on Monday for the smaller, more intimate show. Rob will be back for that
more
one, I believe.
sexual.
I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Rob will be here for that one. All right. But for Rob, for Jacob, for CJ, for Roser, I'm Lang. We'll see you back here soon on Grind City Media.